Okay, hello guys. Today I'm going to be doing a better guide on how to do port forwarding for your raw server. If you followed my guide, you should end up with this, and then this config file, that file, with this config inside of it. Now the only thing we need from here is the port, and the port is from 280.15 to 280.17. And what I recommend before you do port forwarding or anything, you should go on your Ethernet settings, and currently we're using this one. You can double click it, and if it says send 15 million billion or something, that means you're using this one as Ethernet, so it's connected to your router. Then you can do properties, and then scroll down to the bottom, click IPv4. Then normally it's set on automatically, so it gets it from DHCP that is enabled on the router. Now you just wanna Windows plus R, PowerShell, ipconfig. Then we have this. We only need the top information right here. These three we type in to set a default gateway. Now let's give it an automatic one to show a better example. Okay, it should be automatic now, but it should still have the same ipconfig. Yeah, it has the same ipconfig, but we want to do a static one. By doing that, we use the following IP address: 192.168.1, and then the last one should be a number that isn't taken in the router by like another machine. So if, let's say, number 70 is taken, you just type in 71, 72, 73, etc. Let's just go for 69 because that's just a power move. And then we just skip subnet mask. You just set it as I set it. It should be fine. And then default gateway, we do it as it's listed in the PowerShell. And then preferred DNS server is 888. That is Google's DNS server, and validate settings upon exit. And then we can do a quick, and then this pops up, doesn't mean anything. Then we can do a quick ping default gateway of Google. And if we get a reply back, that means that we have access to internet and everyone has access to our port forward, let's say, if you want everyone to connect to your server. Now that that's done, we can go on the firewall, Windows firewall, where we should allow app or feature through. Then we can change settings. We click on S. We look at Steam cmd.exe. You just want to allow everything from that. And then there's one little bit more important thing that we should do with our server here. As you can see, this is the this, I don't know what it's called in English, but it's the route of where it goes. We can press R here, but then it goes down to Rust dedicated. We can double click here. We can find which one we were using right now. I think it's the bottom one. Yeah, right here. Test, Rust dedicated exe. So we should just allow it through. So check all the check marks, and then you should be good to go. And also Rust dedicated exe. You should also check that with the check marks on. Then when you do that, also allow some Steam through, for example, Steam cmd.exe, allow that through as well, and then we press OK. Then that should be done. There shouldn't be any issues conflicting with the firewall, and that should be all the advanced stuff gone. Now we need to open a browser, and we have the, as you can see, we have the default gateway right here. We want to copy it, then we paste it into the browser. Now we get to the router GUI or UI interface, whatever you want to call it, and then you can find the user and password on the back of the router. It's usually admin, and then the password could be anywhere from admin to password 1234, but it should be very simple. Then here I get a lot of information like my public IP address, which we can save if you want to send your IP to a friend. If you want your friend to connect to your server, just open Notepad and then type in connect and then the port behind here. And then you might as well go on Steam, then view, then servers, then let's delete this one, row server by IP. Then we can add a server to favorites, as you can see here. We put in the IP, but yeah, the server isn't running yet, but you should do that after the server is running. So everything, we haven't done the port forward. On my GUI, it's under access control, and then port forwarding, rule, add rule. As you can see here, I'll make one, just delete everything. Okay, so this is how it usually looks normally. So let's give it the name Rust. External host start, that means everyone can connect. Then internal host, as it's set in PowerShell. In PowerShell, it says that the local host is, let's do ipconfig again. And for some reason, the IP has reverted to this for some odd reason. It hasn't set static IP. So that's good that I did an ipconfig right there, because then the port forwarding wouldn't be working properly. And as you can see, it decided to get an IP address automatically, so we have to redo the static IP. Or maybe the IP address 69 was already taken, so we just put it at 70 instead of 69. And then we type in the default gateway again, and then Google's DNS 888. Validate settings upon exit. There's no problems. It's just Windows being silly. And then we can do ipconfig. Just arrow up. It's weird. Why does it keep reverting to automatic? That's very weird. Wait, I typed in. What the hell does it mean? I typed in 111. Okay, it should have the IP. It should have a static IP. It better have a static IP right now. Yes, there we go. Now it has a static IP. I don't know. Don't press invalidate settings upon exit for some reason. Okay, now we have, as it says here, our IP is 192.168.1.70, and then the external port. And then protocol you want to change TCP UDP, and then our external port. We can see it in our config. Just Windows E button. Where's the series our server config is here. Here we have our port here. So we wanted to go from that port to this port. Then we want to do the same as internal port, and then we add it, and then I got kicked out of it. That's very cool. There we go, port forwarding. Come on. Okay, as you can see, it's set now, so it should be working as intended. I am gonna run the server just to show you that it works. And yeah, basically we've done port forwarding, and it should be working. And if it isn't working, it could be that you probably messed up with the port forwarding. Like, it happens. It happened. It also happened for me, as you saw. I got trolled by the informative technology. And if it gets stuck on that, you just press enter to refresh it. And now we can close all this. This is useless now that we've done it. And now once the server is running, we can copy this, send it to a friend, tell them, hey, I got this very cool server that you might want to join. And that should be pretty much it. I just wait for the server to finally load in. Takes a little while because of all the compiling it has to do. Like Rust is a pretty big game. Oh, somebody's texting me. Come on, you piece of shit. Load faster. Like, this is why I chose to become an IT as a career. IT is a really good career choice, guys, because this is what you do half the time. You just you just fucking wait all day. Like, this is taking forever. Like, look at this. This takes days and years. You have a good hourly wage as an IT. You just sit and look at shit being compiled all day. Think about it for a second. Let's think about a cashier. A cashier is probably just like a cashier works in like a company as big as Walmart. Like they're just customers flooding through all the time. Doesn't get a break. Or maybe a call center. Like it's just customers flooding all day through. Or an IT supporter, like customers flooding all the way through. Like talks to customers all the time. Like, work 24/7. As an IT specialized in infrastructure, this is what you do all day. Like you just sit and look at a fucking screen. Like I could go to like take like a shower for like 20 minutes and I'll come back and it's probably still compiling. And so that's why you should become an IT infrastructure because this is just what you do all day and you get paid hourly, so it's probably the best. Like getting paid hourly as a cashier is just bruh. Why couldn't you get paid like $1 for each customer you process? Like that, I wish cashiers would be fucking rich in Walmart if they get paid $1 every time they processed one fucking customer. Think about it. Like on a busy day, I could probably get like up to when I was a cashier, I could probably get like over 40 customers in like 1 minute. You just like that's a lot of money. 40 like customers. That was like 40 customers. I could easily do that in like 30 minutes. Like I honestly think like fucking hourly wage is so fucking stupid. Why couldn't they just pay you for the work done? Why couldn't they have like a counter? This guy processed like 20 customers. Why don't like a share of the fucking things that you like sell go to you? It's so fucking stupid how hourly wages work. Like there's like people sitting in a like calls like IC supporters just sitting there being tortured all day, 24/7, constantly work. Okay, now we're done here. Okay, bam, servers, bam, servers, add server, add favorite, bam, paste in. Bruh. What the hell? That's our fucking config. Yeah, it's right. What's going on? I think it's just Steam ping, so let's just close Steam. What's its fucking startup or whatever, app history. Details, yeah. Steam, you're dead. End process tree. Where's Steam? Steam. End process tree. What the fuck is Steam? Did it close Steam? There, Steam. Where's Steam? Steam, die, bastard. Can I? Damn, this is so fucking laggy. There we go. Let's close down everything of this shit. I don't want it. I don't want this shit. Okay, let's just reopen Steam. This should work. Steam. Fucking gone, bro. Um, come on. Let me. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Bruh. There's some goofy shit it just added before. Oh, I'm retired. Bam. And here you can see we've added it as a favorite server. Damn, I'm fucking stupid, dude. Maybe that's what's. No, it's weird. That's very weird. Okay, so as you can see, the reason we added it is because we have access to it. So, yeah, it should be working perfectly fine, as you can see here. So, that should be the whole tutorial. I cannot be bothered editing this, so screw you.